Mona, how was your personal and professional experience during this Humphrey year?
Um, the Humphrey year has opened for me new horizons. I have met with people I never expected that I can meet. I have visited places I never expected that I can visit, from Maryland, Washington D.C., San Francisco, Sacramento, Davis, Atlanta, and the next steps will be in Las Vegas and then New York. So it has given to me many opportunities. I have experienced firsthand the American society. I have experienced firsthand the American way of life through interacting with my host families and mentors, and with my American colleagues and friends. Also, I do not only know about the American holidays traditions, but I had and I still have the opportunity to participate in them, starting with the Independence Day. We enjoyed all in celebrating it in Davis, UC Davis, and then the Thanksgiving I spent with American Arab family, and also the Christmas that we celebrated many times with our professors and mentors family.
Is there any change you see in yourself after coming to the US because you are from a different culture?
Yes, in fact, the Humphrey Fellow, the Humphrey year helps me that many stereotypes have been finished. Coming here to the American community and staying here in America has learned me that not to make generalizations, because before, when I was in my country as a very conservative and religious country, we thought always that that in the West there is a loose community, that there is no such a code of ethics or moral. People are so free to do whatever they want, whenever or wherever they want, but this is actually is not true. At one of my first time I Skyped my brother, I told them, do not consider all what you watch in the television or in the Arabic films about the American society, don't consider it as true. I am here in the American society, I am living here, and I can tell that it was not true at all. There are values, there are ethics, there are, yes, freedom, there is a freedom, but with a responsibility. So I learned not to make generalization anymore.
So what have you achieved during this year?
In fact, I have achieved many considerable things, starting with myself. I have become more confident, I have become more independent, self-independent. I have become more believer that life has many opportunities for us. Suppose that we do the required effort, suppose that we do extra efforts and learn ourselves how to be patient, then we will have our opportunities. I have graduated 19 years ago from the secondary school, and I was not able to access or to enter the faculty of media and communication, and then I enrolled in the faculty of arts. At that time, I even did not have the dream that one day I'll join a faculty of communication or media, but nowadays I am here in the United States of America and in one of the distinguished school of communication and media, and through a considerable and prominent program, the Humphrey program. So just do all what you should do, don't save efforts, be patient, and be ready for the good opportunities life will bring you.
So are there any things that you have done here and you haven't done in Egypt?
Yes, here I have many opportunities I had never before in Egypt. One of them, the public speeches. I have given presentations, lectures within inside here the Cronkite School or outside, starting with giving a presentation at the University of California, the Global Forum, and reaching to the participating in one of the distinguished program, the President's Community Enrichment Program. So this is opportunity I hadn't experienced before in Egypt. I still also have the experience to have my professional affiliation. I am now have a professional affiliation in Arizona Chamber of Commerce and Industry, that I learn many lessons, and I'm going to build a business alliance, a business cooperation between the Arizona Chamber and here in America and my organization, non-governmental organization in Egypt, for future cooperation. I have here a good opportunity to volunteer with the Foundation of Blind Children. I also have a good opportunity to travel everywhere, and another affiliation at the RT International. So I had many opportunities here I did not have before.
So what are you taking back home with you?
I'll take with me a good experience I learned here from enrolled in the Cronkite School, and from the classes I enrolled in. I'll take with me good lessons about how to be a servant leader. This expression I just I known about it just when I came here to the Cronkite School from Professor Bill Silcock, that he is himself is a great servant leader who taught me how to have a reflection, how to have patience, how to have act with integrity, how to serve while you are reading and lead while you are serving. All these concepts I'll take back with me. I'll take also back with me how to live a very simple life, but very fruitful and very successful one. And this is also I learned it from people around me. You cannot imagine that how much I was taken when I found the director of the Extension Center in University of California coming to the Extension Center biking her bicycle. So how people live a very simple life. I like this.
So you have just talked about the leadership. So what is a leader? How do you define a leader?
A leader is a person who has a vision, who thinks always out of the box. The person who not only put in front his own interest, but think as well about the others, and while achieving certain goals, he keeps serving the community around him. This is the real leader.
So who in your opinion is your role model for leadership?
Every person thinks about the other while thinking about him or herself. This is the model of leaders.
Other than your experiences at ASU, who else has taught you about the leadership?
My first learning about leadership and the servant leadership, it was from Professor Bill Silcock, that he always put on his students a lot of enthusiasm and encourage us all to cooperate and to work together and to serve each other. I think I am owed a lot to Professor Bill Silcock.
Do you think so it's important for young people to learn about the leadership and the role of leaders?
Yes, it's very important for young people to learn about leadership, because the basics of leadership is that you live with a vision, that you plan, that you think out of the box, that you have you set certain goals and try to put these goals into action. So it's so important, of course.
Let's talk about something lighter parts. Is there any funny, weird or interesting experience you like to share?
Funny, yes. There is a funny situation. It was at the first day I arrived America. When I arrived to my host family, I was asked, do you want to have a dinner? So in my culture, we always say thank you. Thank you. We in the Arab culture, we say thank you, but the host person insisted or insists always, no, you are coming from a travel, so I should prepare some dinners for you. But when I said this time thank you, it's done, nothing after this. So I slept this day without dinner. And it was a lesson to say thank you, but to say what I mean you want, not only thank you.
Any interesting thing you like to share as an incident?
Interesting thing here that the American community and mainly the American family is not cold as we think in Arab culture. In Arab culture, we think that we only have this warm relations among the member of the